Amigos, a total of 27 items have been purged from my closet. These items will be made available for you to purchase if you are so interested, and even a really fun pay-to-play chance to possibly win one of the items or even possibly a few. So stay tuned for the details. Hello amigos, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're all having a wonderful and blessed day. I'm feeling like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. A lot of items have been purged from my closet, but before I give you all of the details, I wanted to go ahead and share with you a little bit about my weekend leading up to this epic vlog sale, okay? For those of you that have been around YouTube for a long time, especially if you love a lot of Louis Vuitton, then you may have come across the lovely Candy from Candy's Sweet Love LV. She has a channel here on YouTube and I have watched her for a few years now, and she ended up starting her own a little consignment. Candy primarily does her lives of the items that she is selling on Instagram, and I was actually able to meet her this weekend because of the fact that I wanted to go ahead and sell some items in my closet. And I am in Central Texas. Miss Candy is on the east side of Texas, like if I am going towards Louisiana, right? Like out in that direction. So for me, it's about a 6-hour drive going out to go and visit her. And because we took the dog with us, it was like a 7-hour road trip to and from. But on the way over there, we left Saturday and we stopped in Salado because we take the toll road and it kind of gets off like right at Salado before we go into Waco. Then from Waco, we veer off to go towards the town where Candy lives. And Salado is one of my favorite little towns. They have a Christmas in October. They do like a stroll, all the little boutiques and shops. I mean, they go all out. It's like one of my favorite towns here in Texas. And it's one of my favorite olive oil companies. And so I went ahead and I stopped there to stock up on the things that I need because I cook, amigos. I cook 4 to 5 times a week. And I have a specific olive oil that I like out of that olive oil company. And so I picked up a few things for myself. I thought it'd be fun to gift Miss Candy just a little gift since I was stopping there, and just as a thank you for helping me clean out my closet. And the olive oil company that I go to is called Salado Olive Oil. Forgive my nails because they're just in really bad shape and I need to go hurry up and do this video for you guys. But it's Salado Olive Oil Company, and my favorite that they have there is lemon pepper olive oil. If you have watched any of my cooking vlogs, then you'll know that I use this quite often. It's great to cook chicken, seafood. I did salmon yesterday and, you know, cover it with that. Do a crab boil with this, to do it in the oven, and not even a boil, it's a shrimp or a seafood bake. Let's call it a seafood bake. Did that a couple weeks ago, and it came out fabulous with the lemon pepper olive oil. But I use it on everything. Drizzled it on avocado, drizzle it on tomatoes or whatever. It's absolutely fabulous. Just my number one thing to cook with. And then I went ahead and I tried their walnut strawberry balsamic. I love me a good strawberry salad. And so this just tasted spectacular, where you can just drizzle it, you know, on your salad. You can drizzle it on, you know, fruit or what have you, but it was absolutely delicious. And so Miss Candy got a bottle of each of these as just like a little fun thank you. So if you're ever in the going north out in Salado area, stop by the Salado Olive Oil Company. Fabulous. You can go in there and taste all their balsamics, all their olive oils. Really great. In Texas, we have several Buc-ee's, and of course you have to stop at Buc-ee's and get some snacks, go to their clean restrooms, which is what they're known for. But they had these really cute like talavera jack-o'-lanterns in a sense. Nancy, in case you're watching, Amiga, the little macaron candles, they are inside because they were small enough. But check this out. Look at the way they are painted. And they were just so cute. They were rather pricey, and David was like, just get one. But I couldn't just get one because, of course, they were all precious. And it just differed because of the way the face was. Look at his little orange nose and his little hat and the stripes. And they were not all the same. There was always something different about each one. But look at this. Aren't these cute, especially for those that love little kitty cats? Just really, really cute. I love the colors on this one. They had a smaller one, but the small one was not cute. It just, the colors did not look right. Look at his little ears. Look at his little hat. How cute is he? Let me see if I can lift him up. Oye. Mira nomás. Look at that. Look at the colors that they did on this little jack-o'-lantern. Mira. Okay, now let me spin. Look at this. They had an orange one, and unfortunately I forgot my phone, so I couldn't take pictures of the other ones. I left it in the car because David and I would take turns. Look at the little kitty. David and I would take turns going into the store or whatever because we had Keeks in the back seat. But just so cute, the little kitty. In case you have a Buc-ee's near you, you might want to go in and see if they have these items. They weren't in all of them. These were at the ones in San Marcos, Texas. As you're going into the restroom, that's where these little cute little kitty jack-o'-lanterns were. But they were irresistible. I had to come home with two. My cart was loaded, stinking Buc-ee's. Here I'm trying to make money with the vlog sale, and I'm already spending it on the stuff that you find at Buc-ee's because everything they have is just really, really fun. We drove up to the town where Candy is in. We got there rather late, so she had already started her live, so I wasn't able to meet up with her Saturday. But Sunday, before we headed out, we went over to her home so I could deliver the items that she is going to sell for me. I did not want to take the chance of, she had said, just mail them to me. But I knew how many items that I had, and I knew the amount, the value of all of these items, and it was just gonna be costly to ship them and then insurance them. Just in case something were to happen. So my husband said, let's just take a trip up there. We've never been out in that direction of Texas, of East Texas. And so we made it just a fun, really quick turn and burn kind of a trip to drop off and come back home. So Candy was so lovely. Got to chat with her and her husband. And so it was just nice and lovely to meet her. Now, the reason why I wanted to go ahead and have her sell these items for me was because, one, she's already experienced in doing this, and she's got a very fair price as far as her commission. And a lot of those of you who watch YouTube, a lot of people have already, bought from her, consigned with her, and so a lot of people trust her. I just did not want to have to deal with having to do the vlog sale, ship the items, and all of that, and having to worry about whether it gets there, that it gets stolen or whatever, even though it gets insured. And I'm going to be very, very busy because life update, my husband is going to be having surgery next week as of when I'm filming this, for October 8th. So a lot of the videos that I've been doing, they've been pre-filmed. A lot of them are like late. I filmed them a couple of months ago. They're barely going uploaded in September, October. But he's going to be having surgery, and so that is going to be my main priority. And I did not want to have to worry about dealing with having to take time away to have to do the vlog sale and ship the items and all of that stuff. So that's why I packed everything up. You will see these boxes that were loaded up on the cart. There's boxes within boxes within boxes, and those were delivered. All of the items were packed up within 3 Louis Vuitton shipping packages from when I received my merchandise. They were all loaded up in those boxes, and that's what we delivered. What can you expect for this vlog sale? The 27 items that I have purged are going to be luxury designers. There's not going to be anything contemporary. They're going to be luxury to premium luxury brands from DIOR, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Hermes, to name a few. Okay, there's going to be handbags. There's a lot of SLGs. There's jewelry. There's accessories. The items are pretty much in excellent, great condition. There's a few that have never been used. There's a few that have only been used once or twice. I haven't sent any of the contemporary items like Coach, Mulberry, anything like that, because they're not ones that typically sell well for her, or they take forever to sell. So those, maybe I'll end up having another vlog sale or something later, or maybe I'll just, have them sold through the Real. The 27 items that I have delivered to her that will be a part of the Epic sale, it's over $20,000 worth of merchandise. It's a large amount that I was actually able to just go ahead and release and purge, and I'm just so glad that it has left my closet, and it's going to go into your closet, hopefully, or another person that just you know, loves this particular item or has been looking for that item to add it into their collection. The items have been priced fairly, in my opinion, because I do always look to see what's it currently selling for. Is the item scarce? Because certain items are not easy to find, especially like Chanel. Things sell out fast, or there's only certain items that get released, and you know, sometimes you miss the boat on them. And they're really, really good items. I, you know, love these items, used them a few times, you know, a couple of them are never used, but it's time to go ahead and release them and have a person enjoy them. That's going to really, really put that item to good use. Everything has been packed up in its original packaging if I had it. So you will see a lot of the items with the box, the ribbon, the dust bag, the authenticity card, the serial card. I am the original owner for 98% of the items. There are receipts. Especially for Chanel items, you get the box, you get the ribbon, you get the camelia on some of them, you get the receipt, you get the serial card, you get the dust bag. You actually can validate, for those of you that are not familiar with Chanel, when you purchase an item from Chanel, the serial card number, or now because it has that little RFID, right? That little tag, that little gold tag inside of your handbag or accessory, the number that is on that serial card, or like that RFID, it should be entered into the receipt, so you have that as verification, because that shows that that item is registered to me, right? So that's how you can verify that that item it matches. The serial card number or that RFID number should be on the receipt, and all of the receipts that I have for Chanel, it is listed on there. So this way you can validate that authenticity as well, because these items were either purchased from the Chanel boutique or they were purchased from like Neiman's or Saks. And the sales associate that I deal with, they put that information on the receipt for you to match up. So just FYI, in case you didn't know that, for those of you who've never purchased Chanel, that's how you can validate to make sure that you have it. The receipts are very important for me to keep, because of course I am married to a retired insurance adjuster. It was very important for us to keep receipts to make sure that we had enough policy coverage, whether it was our separate jewelry plan or whether it was home coverage, for all of these luxury items, you know, that I have been buying. The items are pretty much full set. They come with everything. If I have the receipt, it's going to be in there, okay? Or I can always get an emailed copy if for some reason it is not in there, okay? The items are from a smoke-free home. There's no stains. There's no smells of perfume or anything like that. She will describe the item. If there is any type of like wear, there are a couple of handbags that she will disclose where there's very, very, very slight corner wear, because these are bags that I actually did love. But these items, I just haven't used them. I haven't gravitated to use them as much, or I have already had them for several years and I had my time with them and I enjoyed them, and it's time to move them on. I am not one to really hold on to a lot of items. I like to enjoy them and then it's time to pass it on. Or I've purchased another item that is now serving the purpose that I reach for more, versus these other handbags that I had previously purchased, and now it's time for me to go ahead and let them go. Pretty much most of the items that I have sent to her, I have done either videos on them, or I might have shared them in maybe like a collection, or maybe it was an item that I picked for like a tag video. So that's why I was slowly showing pieces in my collection, because I knew I was going to be parting with them soon. I have also on some of the handbags done like a what fits, which I will be posting as well. This is what you can expect during her really fun lives. Everybody that's watching is very engaged, but she will show the item to you, that she will tell you what the price is. She will let you know if there is a buyout price, where if you're going to go ahead and buy it outright, this is your price. If you want an item where maybe it is listed as a payment plan, and there can be a 4-week plan, a 6-week plan, an 8-week plan, there is going to be a different price for that, okay? So just so that you are aware, but this gives you the opportunity to go ahead and get an item and then just make payments to her. And you're going to be following whatever rules that she has as far as her policies. So if you do not meet that payment plan, then you know it's a non-refundable deposit, but you can always She will tell you all of the information for that before you make your purchase, so you make a sound decision on that. She also does some really fun, I think what she calls as a daffle. So it's almost like a raffle. Think of like a luxury bingo, okay? So there's sometimes people are tuned in and she might have an item and she'll say, hey, do we want to go ahead and daffle this? So meaning, okay, if the item is $1,000, she might say, okay, I just need 10 people to buy $100 chance, like a $100 slot. Or she might say, 20 people at $50, for this particular item. So that's your pay to play, right? Opportunity to possibly win $1,000 item, an $800 item, and you've only, taken a chance and paid maybe $25, $50, whatever it is. And she does that for a lot of the items that she has for some of the consigners, if the consigners are amendable or agreeable to that, if it's eligible for a daffle. So it's a great opportunity for you to just, pay $25, $50, $75, whatever it is, and you can buy more than one slot. And hopefully you'll win. And it's a great opportunity. It's entertaining to watch. Everybody's always congratulating one another. So it's just a fun way to possibly win a piece. Whether it's something that you'll see the items that I'm consigning with her, but you might even see other items that other consigners have consigned with her, because she does have a really good amount of inventory, especially for Louis Vuitton. That's what sells fast for her. Be sure you follow her on both pages, Instagram, as well as here on YouTube, if you're not following her already. Also, in my culture, we love a good pilon. That's what we call it. A pilon is pretty much like a gift with purchase. So there are some surprises. I can't remember the account of how many there are, because Hubs was the one that was preparing those items while I was writing a little note. And Candy will be able to show you what the little pilon, the gift with purchase, is for some lucky either winners of the daffle or for the first customers that end up buying my items. Then she will go ahead and tell you what the little gift with purchase is, and that will be included with your purchase, especially for those that do buy out. Those are going to be taking priority. If you do a buy out purchase, you get first dibs on the little gift with purchase. The items, she has a price list. There is a buyout price. There's also a price in case you do decide to do a payment plan. And then she might, all of a sudden pick a random item where they'll go ahead and do like the staff or the raffle. You can pay to play and you can buy some slots and hopefully win a lovely piece that has left my collection. I will also list the items down in the description box, so that way you'll know the items that she will be showing on the live. If for some reason she runs out of time, she might end up doing like a second on the next live that she does. She might do some of those items as well, if for some reason she doesn't get to show them all on the first one, because they do run late. She will go from like 7 in the evening Central Standard Time to like about midnight. That's how long that live ran, the one that we were watching Saturday evening. I'm excited to find out who the lucky buyers are for these items that you might have probably seen me show that I had in my collection, but they are now going from my home to your home, hopefully. So I want to go ahead and put this video out for my subscribers, so that way you are aware of these items that are available for purchase. Candy is handling everything. So again, her IG channel will be put down below, and I will also put down her email address for those of you who might not have IG, because I know some of you have mentioned to me that you do not have Instagram. So for that reason, her Instagram handle and her email address will be listed down below with the list of the items that I am selling, so you can always reach out to her and let her know. This way she can give you pricing information and she can send you pics of the item. And this way, if you're interested in it, she can go ahead and give you the information, and she will go ahead and handle the sale for you if it's an item that interests you. She has a lot of pictures that I have sent her, inside, outside, corners, everything. She has a really good amount of pictures that I have provided to her that can be sent to you. I think that just about covers all of the information, the lay of the land of how it's going to go. At the end of this video, I will go ahead and put up the information as far as date and time for when she will do her live sale. Hopefully I will catch you during that live sale. But again, reach out to her if you have any questions as far as some of the items, as far as pricing and all that information, so she can help you out with that. Thank you so much for supporting my channel for the last few years. But this is just going to be a fun way for me to be able to offer some of these items up for sale, so that way I can tend to, you know, my family, my husband. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you on the little vlog sale. I look forward to finding out if any of you have purchased some of the items that have left my closet, and you are now the lucky owner of them. And this way I know that they have gone to a really, really good home. I hope you'll have a wonderful fall. Happy fall. I hope to catch you guys in the next video, amigos. Hasta la próxima. Until next time, bye-bye. Thank you so much for all your support.